Hi guys, it's Stephanie from Tye-Dyed. Today I'm going to give you guys a little bit of facts about the club-tailed iguana. This is a species that's not super common and there's not a lot out there on them. So I figured why not make a video and teach some people how to take care of them properly if they happen to get their hands on one. These guys' Latin name, we're going to try this. These guys' Latin name is Centosora quinquecarinata. How'd I do, Heather? Alright, so it's something along those lines. Heather will have it in the description for you guys. And basically their Latin name means the five-keeled, spiny-tailed lizard. So in the keel, basically it comes from their tail. If you look at their tail on her, so this one is actually, this is a female. But if you look at her tail, they have it's heavily armored, as you can see all of the scales and how thick it looks down there. So it has the 5 rings of spines that go down it. That's where they get their name. So as I said, this one is a female. So to tell the difference between a male and a female, the females are more of like a drab brownish color, as she is. The males do have a little more, they're brown, but they have a little more yellows and blues. Usually up by their arms and under their neck, they have a lot more color. So once again, the males are prettier than these guys. So this is a full-grown female. So females will get 18 centimeters, or they will get about 8 inches, 7 to 8 inches long. So she is at her max size. Males will get about 35 centimeters, so about like 14 to 15 inches long. These guys, their diet is very similar to like a green iguana. So it's mostly vegetation of your dark leafy greens, and then other vegetables. So I mean, you can do like your green beans, you can do carrots as a treat. These guys do love squash, so you can do different types of squash. And then as a baby, they actually will eat some insects as a baby, but as they get older, they will outgrow that and then mostly just go to vegetation. You can do like fruits as a treat. I would definitely do your lower sugar fruits, so any of your berries, so your strawberries, your blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, those are all lower sugar, so it's less sugar sitting on their mouth, but they do love their fruits. Let's see, these guys, a 50-gallon tank would be your smallest size tank you want to go for a female. So this is a 50-gallon. You wouldn't want to go any smaller. I did move her log so you guys could see her closer, otherwise we do have it propped up usually. They do like to climb and they love to hang out in burrows. So these guys actually come from Central America. You can find them in like Costa Rica and Nicaragua though. So they are more of a subtropical, like dry forest kind of environment. They do like higher humidity, which is why a lot of times they do go into burrows. So they are about a 60% humidity. So, you know, give them a couple good sprays throughout the day, keep them humid, and they will be happy with that. Since it is a diurnal species, these guys do need a heat and a UVB source. So here we do have a mercury vapor, so it's an all-in-one bulb. So it's putting out the UVB rays, but then this is giving her a basking spot of about 95 degrees. So ideally, wherever she's hanging out, we want 95 degrees for her without it being that warm. She's not going to want to eat. It's not going to be able to digest her food as well. So that is her ideal temperature there. Always want to give them a water bowl that is big enough for them to get into, so she could get in there if she wanted to. I've never seen her get in there, but it is always an option. So the club-tailed iguana, which we have named BamBam, so I forgot to tell you her name, but her name is BamBam. Stella named her. So this species is typically, like as babies, they're very skittish, they're shy, they're kind of always a shy species, but you can tame them and handle them to be like a bearded dragon that's just going to hang out with you or whatever. We are in the process of working with ours to get her more handleable because she is still very shy. We've only had her for maybe, I think about a year or so. So We haven't had her a ton of time. We were letting her acclimate because she did come in a little thin, but she's put on some weight and looks great. And let's see if we can get a closer look at her. Okay, so one last thing. The club-tailed iguana, you don't necessarily, like I said, there's not a lot of information out there. They're not super popular in the pet trade, but this is actually a threatened species in their natural habitat. Where they come from, they're actually hunted a lot for food. So you might not necessarily see one in the pet trade, but if you do, you'll know how to take care of them, make sure they're happy and healthy, and are going to live a nice long life with you.